lead on a disabled Advent train that was hit by resistance operatives working in this area. There's still the potential to recover valuable technology here, so we're moving to capture whatever we can. We'll need to secure the area and remove any hostile forces still defending the train if we're going to make this work.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Beardy Plays XCOM 2. I'll be Beardy, this will be XCOM 2. It's good to be back. Here for Operation Unceasing Shadow. On the left there we've got Beardy, Spafe, L'Oreal, and on the right there we've got Alabar and Laurie Mason. Laurie Mason obviously from the generated character pool. Everyone else bona fide, dyed in the wool, Yaktribers to the bone. To the bone. Right, without further ado, just going to remind myself of exactly what the guys' classes are here before we get into the fight. Yeah.
Coordinates of the Advent train are locked in. Move to secure. Eliminate all hostiles.
Right, now this is one of those scenarios where there isn't a timed objective, so you can take your time, pick through it, and do it at your own pace. The only sort of downside is that there tend to be these valuable resources, usually aboard a train or in a kind of depot. Now, they don't want you to blow them up because they're valuable to you, and I think that the amount of loot that you get at the end of the mission is dependent on how little damage you do to all of these items.
No reason for them to hide. The aliens don't need an infiltration unit anymore.
Our guys have uncovered our first Viper. And these guys are pretty scary. I saw videos of them and their abilities, what they can do, before I played the game, and I've since completed it. But at the time, I was absolutely bricking it. So my thinking here, because I'm scared of this guy, is that I overwatch everybody and flashbang them in case I don't kill the thin man, the Viper, because I'm absolutely scared of what he's going to do to me in response. So let's see how we do with the old Overwatch, eh? Laurie Mason missing with the heavy machine gun. Spafe gets a grazing shot with the shotty. Beardy cleans up at the end there. And the poor Advent soldier there is so disoriented and messed up by what's just happened that he actually does nothing this turn. I don't know if that's a bug or is just the computer's saying, yeah, he's just genuinely overwhelmed, but we'll just leave Spafe to dust up for us and crack on with our mission. It gets a little bit boring because I pick my way through this, unnerved as I am by the Viper, so we'll just pick back up when we get some contact. An officer and 2 troopers aren't much to worry about, and Alabar does us a favour there by winging the officer, making him a little bit easier to deal with. He's obviously the scary one because he can mark our guys, he can shoot a bit better, and when he marks our dudes, it makes it it makes his troopers a lot more dangerous to deal with. So Beardy takes the first shot and misses. Hard luck, Beardo. Yeah, we know. Laurie Mason here finds a way to deal a bit of damage on both of these guys and ruin the officer's cover, which is important for us. As Alabar now gets a flanking shot and finishes him off relatively easily. That leaves L'Oreal to push up on the flank. And Spafe to push up and go on Overwatch. Grim. Dude, that's bad taste. Interestingly enough, that is how the world appears to Spafe whenever he senses heretics near. Okay. Yeah, we know you're ready. Not to spoil anything here, but I don't really advance much further. I push up towards that tree line a little bit, but I don't go much further than that. That's almost as far as I make it in this mission. But that said, you can probably tell from the length of this episode that it wasn't a particularly long mission anyway, even though I do a lot of sort of post-production editing. Speaking of which,
hone your skills. Look, boy, you in the danger room. Yeah, you in the danger room. Come on now. It's like a dream. Everything moving fast, but you moving slow. Change the tempo. Watch, we on time. Hey, now you know. Listen to the rhythm we giving them. We bringing it with passion. Smashing. You should just move to my groove. Case in point. Watch how I improve. Then the automator is ready. You know we're hater. A music motivator. And I'ma show you later. But right now we getting down. You frown, cause I surround your sound. With rhythm that's raw rhymes that really get you. Do your silly do like a Philly and I split you. Hit your hard style showing out. Exhale long and blow 'em out. Yeah, you in the danger room. Come on now. Yeah, you in the danger room. Come on now. Look, boy, you in the danger room. Hone your skills.
yeah. So as you can see, I spent a hell of a long time doing not a lot there. So we join just in time for contact, and Beardy to handily take out the first of two Advent Troopers that we have to deal with. Now the second guy, he's what they call a stun lancer, and his abilities are to come up close to us. The sectoid you'll be now familiar with, but we won't have to worry about him because between Alabar and Laurie Mason, he's not a concern of ours. Beardy again to start us off. Deals a bit of damage to the stun lancer, but it's not going to be too hard to finish this guy off. I've got a frost bomb equipped, which means that if necessary I could just freeze him up and till the assault guys could move up and help us out. The Rangers, sorry, but I don't need to because Alabar's just on top form today.
Status confirmed. All hostiles are down and the area is secure. Status
And
confirmed. Mission accomplished.
that ends our mission. Sorry if it was a bit of an anticlimax. I would rather be tempting you with incredibly tense moments in the game and giving you a lot to worry about, but we managed to fly through that one with the greatest of ease. Professionals, every single man. Your avatars are significantly more efficient than you all appear in the forum. It's back to base for some promotions. I shouldn't be complaining. The fact that nobody's injured means that we can progress into the next fight, not having to worry about the roster too much. And we got a lot of promotions, so like, you know, big positives there. Lots of skills that we can play with for the future. So let's, without further ado, see what everybody got. See what everybody got. See what everybody. Right, L'Oreal as the sneaky bastard picks up Shadow Strike, which makes him a bit more dangerous from a concealed position. Spaeth picks up Shadow Step, which means that he won't trigger Overwatch. Old Beardy picks up Deadeye here. Deadeye means he can shoot at squad sight from Overwatch. I think Alabar picked up Medical Protocol. I think he picked up Medical. I can't imagine he wouldn't have picked up Medical Protocol. I could go back and check, but I can't be bothered. Sorry. To the engineering section, we pick up a thingy, a bioscanner. That'll be handy for revealing hidden troops later on. And we also pick up a med kit because I think we, with Alabar's arm, new medic, we will be able to use that to its greatest potential, or to a greater degree of efficiency. I don't know. Anyway, back to the Geoscape, another part of the game that at the time I didn't particularly understand very well. I'm looking at a bunch of options, not knowing particularly what I should do, and eventually I will come to a decision, but it won't be for a while yet. Yes, the encrypted signal.
Avenger plotting new course.
What is about to come up is a mission very, very specific to Lily Shen, related to a cutscene that I believe we saw earlier.
We're still picking up power readings, but no signs of life. Still, we know that transmission came from this location.
As a special treat,
This place home.
Commander, if we're sending in a squad, I'd like permission to go along. Whoever sent that message, they know as much about my father's systems as I do, and I want.
that's right, Lily Shen's coming with us. That is interesting. Obviously in XCOM you never really saw your you never really saw the cutscene crew get involved in any combat, but Lily's down for this.
Menace ready to deploy.
We're moving on what looks to be the remains of an advent facility of some kind. Preliminary scans show the area to be lifeless, but we're not going to take any chances. You'll attempt access from one of the upper levels to avoid detection. No one knows these systems better than Shen, which is why she'll take point. Gain entry to the facility, determine the source of that transmission, and if it's hostile, take it down.
Okay, this is a little bit of the DLC from Shen's last. See you next time for Operation Last Gift.